Welcome to Kletus Ray's Roadside Service. This is your host, Kletus Ray. Uh, well, uh, we did it, guys. Thank you to all the people. They're not listening, but thank you for all the people that went out and voted. I got a few of you guys here. That was fucking insane. I was up until I don't even know when I went to sleep. Fell asleep on the couch watching. I was flipping through the YouTube live streams of everything, and it was looking good from the very beginning. And I was like, don't get too excited quite yet. You don't know what's going to happen. And then it just kept growing and growing and growing. And like a lot of people are saying, it became too big to rig, which is awesome. I mean, now we don't have to worry about anything. There's no question on who won this. There's no question on anything. It's just that's the way it is. And if you're not happy about it, well, I think you'll learn to be happy about it because I believe this is going to be with all the not just Donald Trump. Like I don't want to give him too much credit with all the other people that he's bringing in with him, all the ideas, all that good stuff, it's all going to turn out good for everybody, in my opinion. And just we're gonna have to wait until he actually takes the throne. And as long as they don't fucking bring us into World War III before the fucking he is inaugurated, uh, I think we'll be all right. But this is I'm gonna call it now. This is gonna be the wildest time of them all. Like it's already been a wild fucking time. It's been wild. They shot at Donald Trump twice and they hit him once. Okay? It's already been fucking wild. It's gonna get even wilder from here until he actually sits down and takes it in. So it's gonna be fucking weird. But I believe we have the Senate. I don't know. I don't want to say exactly what we have right now. It's all going to change, maybe. I have no idea. But I know that the Republican nominees are leading in all, like everything. The swing states, they were, we were all worried about Georgia, red. Pennsylvania, I believe it was red. I actually have not looked at the stuff this morning. I fell asleep. I woke up to my wife. She came out. She's like, "Have you seen the news?" I'm like, "No, I've been sleeping." She's like, "Oh, well, Donald Trump is really close." And as soon as she walked out of the room, he won. He was it. That was it. 277 and climbing. I think it was Alaska that really tipped it over the edge. So, I'm I'm happy. I'm very happy. Now the work can begin, which I'm very happy about. I'm happy that the people that I mainly agree with are going to be running the show. I'm happy about that. Um, People are tired of the lefty agenda. People are really fucking tired of it. Ukraine is shaking in their fucking moccasins right now. They're like, what the fuck? Oh shit. Oh shit. This is not good. And I don't want Ukraine to fucking be blown up. I don't want them to lose. I want there to be no more war over there. I want the war to fucking stop. And I don't know in which way that's going to happen, but it's only been escalating. Uh, Biden and Kamala, they're the ones, running the world right now. And they're the ones that are poking the Russian bear. They just keep poking the Russian bear, pissing them off, and it's not looking good. So as long as they can just keep their fucking fingers to themselves for a little bit, I highly believe that Donald Trump is going to come in there and clean it up as peaceful as it could possibly go. The Israel-Palestine thing, I believe he's going to squash that. I don't know what that's going to involve, but whatever it is, it's not going to take long. It's really not. The Iran deal, the North Korea, the China, we're America. We are the USA. We're the fucking top dogs, okay? And we're gonna fucking rise up again, okay? USA is gonna be back on fucking top. Just me in my own mind, that people might be saying, he was president in 2016, yes, and that was his first time being president. The world wasn't as crazy. It was fucking crazy, but it wasn't as fucking crazy as it is right now. He's got some experience. He knows who to trust, who not to trust. He knows who he wants. He's getting who he wants. This was an overwhelming red wave that's going to be taking over the entire thing. Now, in long term, I don't think that's a good idea. People have different values, different ideas, different things. It should be a more split 50-50 in the future. But right now, we're on damage control, okay? This is like, all right, if I'm playing a video game with my son, and I let him win, and I let him win, and I let him win. I'm USA, he is, or I'm the right, my son's the left. Let's just use that as an analogy. I let him win. I let him win. I let him win. Okay, well, we're coming to the big boss here. Okay, I'm unplugging your remote. I'm unplugging your remote. I'm going to take control. I'm going to get the big boss beat. Well, actually, in my scenario, that's actually completely wrong. I'd have to unplug my fucking remote because my son is so goddamn good at video games. I'd be like, dude, you got to do it for me. Let's get past this boss. Let's put things back to normal. Let's fill up our supplies. Let's rebudget everything. Let's get people to be happy and settle the fuck down. And then I'm gonna plug your remote back in, and then we'll be all right. But like, we've gone way too far off. It's like we need to start the game over at this point in time and just do a quick run through. Get everything set up the right way, and then we can let you fucking pander around and bitch and moan and whatever the fuck else you guys want to do. But it's amazing. I did not have high expectations going into it. I knew who I put down to win. I knew what I voted for. I knew basically what Missouri was going to do. At least I thought. And really, that's all I can, account for. But whenever Pennsylvania and Georgia, all those states that have a very broad ethnic regions and stuff, it's like, wow, Trump is outperforming with the black, Latino, women, gay, like, well, I don't know about gay, but he is outperforming with all of these other metrics. What the hell? And it's like, yeah, lefty, you dumbass, we're all tired of it. Just because you guys are the loudest does not mean that's the way everybody feels. So, And it's not going to be the end of the fucking way. Like, everybody thinks, oh shit, he won with this is it. No, have you not been watching the news? Have you not been seeing what the fuck is going on? Have you not seen the billions of dollars leaving our country going to fight a proxy war in Ukraine against Russia? It's all the DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, or whatever the fuck, all the DEI hiring going on. It's like, we don't want the best. We want, if you're black, you're in. If you're Asian, you're in. If you're Mexican, you're in. And it's like, okay, well, can we, are you going to hold like the best of the Asians kind of deal? No, no, you're just, if you're Asian, you're in. Like, what the, all right, well, we need the best of the fucking best, okay? We're falling behind, people. I know some guys don't want to, or some people that listen to this podcast aren't really into the politics part of it. So this is going to probably be a shorter episode, and I'm going to just end it. I'm not going to talk about anything else. And then I'll record a second. I have a long drive today. I'm headed out to Hannibal. So I'll record 2 of them. But I'm just so excited. So excited, so glad that things worked out. And even people that I like, YouTubers and other people that I watch, and I just watch their stuff all the time, that they never do anything political. You can kind of guess what they are, but you know, they're not political at all on their platform, which is actually the way I prefer it. But they were even coming out, and they were like, please let Trump win. It's gonna be bad if it doesn't win. And I'm like, wow, even the people that like stay away from politics are wanting Trump to be in. That it was just kind of an interesting deal. I was staying up. I don't know. I watched a lot of Benny Johnson, I think is his name, on YouTube. I don't know. He seemed to have the most updated and most, I don't know, his graph seemed to be good. Me and my wife, we're not really a big fan of the Benny Johnson guy. I was a big fan. I still kind of am, I guess, but he does shorts and stuff where he can, but his live stuff, it was kind of annoying. It was a little bit annoying, him scream. I was like, I had to turn it off. I'm like, you're screaming. Why are you screaming? My kids are trying to sleep, dude. And I got to turn the volume up so I can hear you. But then you start screaming. I got to change the channel. I got to go over to ABC where they're just like sad and dreary. They're like, oh, fuck. Oh, there's a chance. There is a chance. It's like, okay. But yeah, I wasn't going out specifically like Benny Johnson. He was specifically trying to go out and find the meltdown videos. He wanted to see people crying, and a lot of the examples that he threw up that were just like in the moment, they weren't good. It was just people sitting there bored, like I was. You know, just you show up to an event like a rally to watch the election. It's gonna be kind of boring. Just sit there. Especially if your side isn't winning, you're just like, oh, okay, this is fucking boring as fuck. There goes one of our drivers. Wonder where that driver went. But it worked out, guys. It worked out. Things are going to change around here. Really, realistically, in my life, I mean, maybe, I think the money, the tax situation, I think that's going to change. So that's going to directly affect me. But, you know, on the world stage, I have nothing to do with that. and I'm in the middle of Missouri, so I'm like I'm very shielded from anything that happens that's global. I kind of feel like, but it's the way a lot of people out here feel. So I don't know. Interesting. It'd be cool. Glad. Happy. Kamala, you you didn't know what the fuck you were doing. Seriously, you didn't know what you were doing. It was a fucking shit show of a campaign that you did. First off, not going on. If you would have went on Joe Rogan, it would have been way fucking closer, most likely. It doesn't matter if people like you or don't like you. If you go on Joe Rogan and like he was saying, he's like, we don't even have to talk about politics. I just want to know, who the fuck are you? Who are you? Do you? Oh, you don't like wheat bread? Like shit like that. Oh, you went skydiving once? Cool. Tell me about that. It would have been very good for her to do that. But no, you need to travel, Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan doesn't fucking travel for nobody. You need to travel here. We're only going to do 45 minutes. Now, I know that, like, probably even the Trump team said we're only going to do, like, an hour. But, you know, there's ways around that. So I wouldn't use that as an excuse. But, no, you were in Texas, Kamala. You were in Texas. He found out you were in Texas. He specifically invited you on anytime, day or night, weekday, weekend, didn't matter. And you denied it. You don't have enough time. Well, I don't know. Maybe you'll have time to go on there now. Yeah, that would be really interesting. Joe Rogan interviewing the losing candidate. That would be very fucking interesting. I would definitely watch that. Now, I do have a Joe Rogan to watch right now. Tim Dillon, they posted it last night. I was looking all day yesterday, continually updating my fucking Spotify, trying to see if Joe Rogan was going to post anything. I didn't know if Joe Rogan was going to be on a live stream somewhere. I didn't know, like, all the people that I wanted to see, I like their opinions. I wanted to watch their shows. And I got stuck on the PBD, Patrick Bet David one. And those guys, they are fucking, they're on the right side, the side that I like, but they're just showmen is what it seems like. So I wasn't really into that. They weren't even like showing the graphs. They were just sitting around talking the whole time. Which, I mean, what else are you supposed to do? Sit there and look at a graph? No. But the Benny Johnson one was pretty much the most entertaining one that I saw, because he is super quick, up to date, talking about it, looking at different maps, and not really going off on tangents and stuff. It was actually really good. But whenever he would go off on those, I guess he did go off on those tangents. That's why I flipped the channel. Is whenever let's find the Democrats crying. Let's find them. Where? Show me pictures. Show me pictures. I need pictures. It's like, all right, shut the. I don't want to see pictures of people crying. I want to see the United States turning red. Yeah, the Cardi B thing was fucking horrible. Kamala got a bunch of influencers, slash music artists to come on and support her, thinking that that was going to do anything. And I think the Cardi B one actually hurt her. Cardi B got up there, she's like, I'm getting paid for this. She didn't say that, but you can just tell. She's like, I'm kind of forced to be here. I don't know shit about politics. Somebody prepared me a speech, and it's not working on the teleprompter. And it did not help that her assistant that she kept calling for, her assistant's name was Patience. I need patience! Patience! Where the fuck are you, Patience? I don't have any words. I need patience. It's like, that's a horrible name for a fucking assistant. Okay? Patience. You have no, you're acting very impatient right now, asking for patience. That looked fucking dumb. You looked so goddamn dumb, Carter B. You looked incompetent. You're like, I'm nervous. Nervous? What about the wet ass pussy song? That didn't make you nervous at all? You can perform wet ass pussy and shake your vagina all over the fucking stage every other day at concerts and stuff, but you can't even improvise a little bit about the one president that you need to win. You can't improvise at all. I've been waiting for this my whole life. No, what? Nobody's been waiting for this their whole life. Nobody even knew who the fuck Kamala was their whole life. Oh, the woman president thing? Yeah, you've been waiting on that your whole life. Well, you're gonna keep on waiting. You're gonna keep on waiting, because that ain't happening with Kamala. I'm not saying I'm opposed to a woman president. If Tulsi Gabbard was on the ticket, she she would have done well. She would have done very well. She's not looking to do that though. But no, there are women out there that I think would make good presidents. They're not running. So I'm not just gonna vote for any fucking woman. The fuck? Hillary did not work at all. Jill Stein did not work at all. Kamala, probably the worst one of them all. She's just she has no idea what to say unless she has practiced it over and over and over and over again. And that's why she was scared to go on Rogan, because she's not good at talking even in just normal conversations. Did you get your head hit in a coconut tree? I think she did. I think she actually did. Well, and then that was interesting, because I always thought she claimed to be Jamaican and Indian, but I didn't realize she was that Indian. I thought she was Native American Indian. That's what I thought she would. She kind of has a Native American look to her a little bit. But according to what I watched last night, that is the wrong Indian. I did not realize she's got lineage from actual India. It's kind of a twist in my brain whenever I found that out. I was like, oh, not that that has any effect over anything. She's still just a woman of color running for president, and just because she's got a different skin tone and she has no dick and tits does not mean you're going to be a good president. And that's what they thought. They thought that that was just going to work. We're going to get all the black rappers to get out here. She's black. She's going to do a little dance party. She's going to get all these people to come out, and it's going to work. It's going to work. We're going to, a lot of people go to the J-Lo concert. Actually, they didn't. Now that I'm thinking about it, there was a J-Lo concert that they had to cancel because nobody went to it. I mean, obviously there was some tickets bought, and that really ruined a couple of probably little girls' day whenever they wanted to. They were actually going to be able to get J-Lo tickets at a decent price, and then she cancels it because it wasn't enough money. How fucking bullshit is that? Just talking about that. It's like, I'm not going to make enough money on this concert. I'm selling the tickets too cheap, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel it. It's like, wow, I was actually available to get off of work that day and take my daughter, and to afford the tickets. And then you cancel it? Wow. Okay. Cool. And then you're going to go over there and you're like, vote for Kamala. Vote for Kamala. I don't even know a J-Lo song. Jenny in the club getting tipsy or something. Um, yeah, so I'm not really giving you guys any news here. I'm just doing this for myself. Really, I don't want to fucking annoy the shit out of the wife. I don't want to fucking annoy people at work. I just wanted to express my thankfulness to the voters that voted red, and we succeeded. The map was fucking insane. The map was goddamn insane. Like the giant map. Like Kamala was that close. No, she wasn't close really at all. She was off by what, like 5? I don't even know how many million of votes, but the entire United States is bright red, and Kamala's still like in the race. Like, what is up with the liberal cities, yo? Like, whoa. Like, just cities in general tend to be more liberal, and that's where the crime is in the cities most of the time. I'm not saying there's not people murdered out in cow pastures, because that does happen, but not every fucking day. Like Kansas City, there's people die all the fucking time. Yep, somebody was shot, left on the street, found a burning body in a dumpster, road rage incident, like all kinds of fucking crazy shit. People are dying in the city of crime, not just of just dying. Not just because there's more people there's more people that die. It's crime deaths. So, pretty fucking crazy that the big cities still held that much fucking water. Like their buckets are full of fucking water. But when the rest of the entire fucking country, other than those big cities, says no, no, we're not doing the Kamala thing. We're not doing the DEI thing. We're not doing the fucking trans rights thing. We're not doing all this fucking bullshit. We're tired of it. Okay? This has gone way too far. You guys pushed it way too fucking far. And now you got Mexican and black people voting for the supposed racist guy. What? And now I'm also excited to see the podcast coming out after this. They're going to be fucking insane. I want to hear some from the left. I want to hear what they think was the issue. What did you guys do so wrong that you thought you had this in the bag? Just like with Hillary, you thought you had it. All the polls leading up to the election were saying Kamala. Well, I mean, actually, some of them weren't, but yeah, what the fuck, dude? So, I think we got the Senate. I think we're going to get the House on the Republican side. So, and we obviously got Trump. I think the people he is going to appoint into positions of power are going to be very good for the country. I'm mostly excited for RFKJ, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Yeah, his voice is fucked up from a vaccine. He wrote a book about the real Anthony Fauci. The book is gonna fucking, it revealed so many horrible. I have not read the book. I might get it on tape at some point in time, but he wrote a book damning Fauci in many a different ways, like all different kinds of shit. And he has not been sued once. Like that's one thing that I'm just repeating a talking point off of Rogan, but he's never been sued. And those guys would sue in a fucking second if you lied about anything. And he wrote this crazy book with all kinds of crazy shit in it, and not one lawsuit against him for that. So he's going to get in. He's going to figure out what the fuck is going on with our health system. Make some changes here and there. Get rid of some. Put in, and I'm not exactly for regulation, but regulation in the health department. Yeah, let's go ahead and regulate. Let's get off of this opioid crisis that nobody can fucking solve. Let's get off of this fentanyl shit that nobody can solve. Let's approve more medicines that are more natural, such as psilocybin. That actually helps people that fight your war. They go out, they fight your war, they come back, they're fucking scared shitless, okay? They're freaking the fuck out because of what they saw and what they did. And the only thing, not the only thing, but a big thing that's showing any improvement in the lives of those guys to keep them from fucking hanging themselves is a psilocybin trip, medication, chills them out, helps them reevaluate what the fuck is going on with them. And I mean, that's actually something that I would like to do. Not because I don't have PTSD or anything like that. I don't really have any childhood trauma, but they say that you see God on the other side, and I think if that's available, I just want to see what that's about. But not with some fucking guy that I bought some fucking shit from somebody in a trailer around the corner under a bridge next to the river with some bathtub mixed up bullshit. It would be actually cool if you could go to like a pharmacy or a doctor and be like, hey, yeah, these things are actually really good for you. You can try them out. And that's something I would probably be for. And RFK and Joe Rogan and like all these people that are Elon Musk, all these people that are really smart, they actually have done something with their life, are on the Republican ticket, other than just fucking music. I make music, yo. If these guys get appointed and they actually make educated decisions on all kinds of shit, I think we are going to see a lot of like the stem cell stuff, which is kind of hard to pass because people think it's chopped up babies or something. I don't know, but it's not. It's not chopped up babies. It's much more scientific than that. But stem cells, cortisone shots are fucking horrible. Like they work, they last, and then they don't, and then you're worse. Stem cells is you have a bad knee, inject it, boom. It's got very good results from what I've heard. But you have to fly to Mexico to do it and pay cash. It's illegal out here. So hopefully RFK can fix some of that stuff. Also, the nutrition of this country is fucking insane. I need him to fucking outlaw bread, okay? Outlaw the bread so I didn't eat, I just ate a fucking croissant sandwich, okay? I fucked up. But I was really hungry this morning. But I've been doing good other than that. I have been doing really good. But I fucked up and I got a croissant sandwich. And it was fucking good. It was really, really fucking good. So, no, he's not going to outlaw bread. He's not going to outlaw sugar. He's not going to outlaw all that. He's going to... The other countries in Europe, Asia, probably Australia, Canada, there's all different types of these chemicals that they're pumping into our food because they're cheap. They're cheap chemicals, and they taste great. They're pumping it into our food, and for some reason, our system has been so bought and paid for by the pharmaceutical companies and the drug companies and these chemical companies that they are producing all this cheap shit because we're buying it and putting it into our food. And other countries are like, yeah, that's illegal in our country. Like, Fruit Loops are totally different. That's the only one that seems to be the only one I always go after because it's been talked about a lot. But it's not just Fruit Loops. It's a ton of fucking shit. Fruit Loops are different in Canada. I think they still are colorful, but they don't use red dye 40, yellow 5, blue 6. You know, they don't use all these fucking dyes that are made with some sort of a chemical compound that are fucking up people. All the foods that cause all this inflammation and stuff, like, and there's not really, like, I'm learning all this shit from the Joe Rogan experience. And it all turns out to be fucking true when you do some research. The federal, they're trying to tell you Cheerios are healthy for your heart. They even have a stamp on the fucking box. That's not healthy for your heart. It's actually probably the opposite. There's so much bad shit out there that it's so insane that it's in your food and you're eating it. And people say, "Oh, well, this is shit that I grew up on." And you know, maybe they aren't fat, maybe they aren't fucked up in the head, maybe they're not, you know, having any kinds of issues, you know, physically. But compare the ingredients from when you were eating it to the ingredients that are in it now. It's not the same. They all taste a little bit different, which is kind of insane. But it's not the same shit. It's a totally different thing. The high fructose corn syrup market is so big, and we need to kind of cut that shit out. Like, sugar is better than high fructose corn syrup, but high fructose corn syrup is way cheaper to get. And corporations are paying a lot of fucking money to keep that high fructose corn syrup in the products. They're making so much money on it. It's insane. Now, I'm not like a nutritionist or anything, but there's a lot of fucking crazy shit in your food. And that's what everybody's eating. And realistically, the carnivore diet is really one of the best ways to stay off of all that shit because you're eating meat. But they're even trying to. Bill Gates is doing that fucking. He's in the food market. He makes computers. Now he's a food guy and a farm guy. I don't really fucking know. I don't know what the fuck that guy's up to. But I don't want to listen to him for nutrition advice. He puts in or he created this. It's called Apeel, Apeel, I think is what it's called. Might even have an e at the end. I don't know. Kind of Frenchish sounding, but it's the shit they spray on fruits and vegetables to make them look more appealing. See where they got the name? And they say it's safe, but it's made with fucking chemicals. And what, like, I'd rather eat an apple that looks a little bit dirtier, knowing that it doesn't have fucking chemicals sprayed on it. Like, wash your apple. Like, what the hell? Like, you're spraying shit on your food. The pesticides, the herbicides, all the fucking crazy shit these days. The fluoride in the water. Like, I am so happy that is making it into the news now. That the fluoride in the water is making it into the news. Now, obviously, you can have a study. There's studies on everything, and if you want something to look a certain way, you can probably find a study that looks a certain way. But trusted studies show that fluoride is actually, they say it's for tooth decay. No, we don't need tooth decay. shit in our fucking water. If it's really good for tooth decay, then just have it in your fucking toothpaste. You brush your teeth every day, right? Maybe sometimes twice a day. Hey, maybe even 3 times a day. Just say that. Say, hey, we took the fluoride out of the water, so you guys should really brush your teeth more often. Can you just say that rather than pumping chemicals into our fucking water supply that gets drank, pissed out, flushed down the toilet, into the sewer system, into the rivers? Now that's what's fucking insane about the fluoride is even if you stop putting fluoride in right now, removing the fluoride from all of the water from around the world is going to be impossible because it evaporates into the sky and it rains. Okay, so that means it didn't make much sense to me whenever people were saying that pollution affects even the most remote spots of like Alaska, Antarctica, and shit like that. They're like, you're out in the middle of fucking, you are hundreds of thousands, maybe thousands of miles from civilization, and you can still find signs of pollution out there. Well, I wonder if it's fucking fluoride, because fluoride goes up into the goddamn clouds, and the clouds move around, and then they rain on different areas. I wonder if that's what it is. Now, I don't know, but we're in trouble, you know. We're in trouble. I think things are going to get better. I can only hope. Could things get worse? Yes, they definitely could, because we have a mental patient and a fucking corpse in the White House that are puppets that are going to be making some insane decisions starting today. They're like, fuck, we lost. All right, we got to make all the changes that we wanted to make. We got to make them now, or else and then make them fucking reverse them. You know, we got to get rich. We got to get this shit figured out. We got to get out of here. The bomb is about to go off. They're about to come in and fuck our entire lives up. All these bureaucrats and all these fucking people getting rich in politics. Your shit's about to fucking get turned upside down. So you guys are going to be making some crazy fucking changes immediately, right now. So yeah, that's why I think the out of all the craziness is going to like that's nothing compared to what's going to be happening until what is it? January 6th. I think that's the day that they actually signed shit over. I mean, that's when the insurrection, air quotes, happened. So, um, and yeah, it was a fucked up, it was some weird shit happened. Some random bags of fucking votes just happened to get found at the wrong fucking time. And that turned the election around. And that's why Georgia, I think Georgia was like one of the big keystone states, is because that I think Trump lost by like 10,000. So, and what's up with Kansas over here? I mean, Kansas is red. It is red. Thank you. Thank you guys. But you guys were like blue shaded for a little bit. Like you were shaded blue for a little bit. I don't know what the fuck is going on. The early votes, the mail-in vote. I don't know what the fuck it was, but you guys were blue for a while. And I was like, that is odd that the farmers and the ranchers and the people out there were like, yes, we want Kamala. No. Show me a. I mean, never mind. Never mind. It's just It was shocking, but I was like, they better fucking not turn dark blue. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, Kansas? Like, you want me to just hate you even more, you fucking dumb fucks. Like, I still think you guys are dumb fucks over there in Kansas. I really do. I don't know. There's something about you that I don't like, even though I'm like right on the fucking border and I was born there. So I feel like I have a right to say, you guys are a little fucked up over there. I don't like you guys. You guys are pieces of fucking shit. You guys don't know how to fucking merge on the highway, you dumb fucks. You guys wreck all the goddamn time. You're stupid. Your fucking roads suck ass. Uh, but hey, you guys are red, so thank you. Thanks for that. You guys are still fucking dumb. Fucking hate you guys. Um, we got Hawley. Hawley is one of the guys that the Secret Service director, acting director, or whatever, whenever he was getting grilled about the Donald Trump assassination, Josh Hawley was the toughest on him. And yeah, yeah. Oh, you're gonna cry? The fucking guy that's gonna be the president almost fucking died on your goddamn watch, okay? He almost got shot. Like, the only thing you're there for is to protect him, and he got fucking shot in the ear, so it's not that bad. He almost had his brains blown out on live television because of you not doing your fucking job. Like, yes, Josh Hawley, thank you for fucking not being super duper civil and quiet about the whole thing. Like, you guys are so fucking dumb. Who the fuck did it? Who did it? Are they fired? No. Why are they not fucking fired? I understand you yourself were not exactly right there at the Donald Trump rally, but it's your department, the people you put in charge were there, and the roof is sloped. The roof was too sloped, and then they post a picture of fucking agents on the roof standing, not tied off, with a pressure washer, blowing the blood of this fucking dumb fuck that tried to shoot the president, spraying the brains off of the roof. The roof is sloped, so it's dangerous to be up there. He's up there power washing the brains of the fucking dumb fuck. Just hanging out like it was too sloped. I would think it's too sloped for fucking to be power washing up there. Like, what the fuck? Oh, and you guys denied help? Like, they said, hey, we'd like to have a couple more Secret Service members over here. And Biden's like, no, my wife is in town. So I'm going to actually give her all the extras we have. Nobody's trying to kill fucking Jill, you bitch. Nobody's doing that. And then they almost got away with it, okay? And then they tried it again. I don't know who the fuck they are, but whoever the people that think they can just go shoot the fucking president, they think they can try again with a guy in a bush at a golf course. Like, what the fuck? Oh, the dumb fucks are gonna be gone. The people that are like, this is how I make my money. I make so much money here, and I need to make more money. That's my fucking money. That's your money. That's everybody's fucking tax-paying dollars, and you're just fucking making so much goddamn money off of it. You're in there, you're throwing it around, you're just having a fucking party, and you're like, oh, Ukraine, here you go. Hey, Ukraine. Hey, Ukraine. Yeah, hey, come over here real quick. I got money for you. Oh, yeah, we'll actually bring it to you. Now, I do have a kind of mixed feelings on the whole Ukraine thing. I know what's probably going to happen is we're going to stop funding it, and then it's going to turn into a fucking horrible situation for the people involved. But I'm sorry, you shouldn't have been so fucking dumb from the beginning. Uh, like you were one of the most corrupt nations of them all, and then now you guys are actually good. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. We're having a I don't know. So like what somebody had told me was that us pumping that much money into the ecosystem of the world is going to keep the American dollar on top. So, yes, we are spending a shitload of money on them, but we're actually kind of securing the dollar because there's actually a really big push to get rid of the dollar. There's other ways, okay? There's other ways. Like, quit using that as an excuse. Like, this is the only way our dollar is going to be good is if we fund this country to just stay alive a little bit longer. Oh, they're starting to die. They're starting to die. Let them die a little bit more, a little bit more. All right, give them money. Give them money. Like what you're just edging with people's lives. Uh, who nobody in their right mind thinks that Ukraine is going to be able to defeat Russia. I'm sorry, but that is your guys' war. Why are we involved? You Ukraine, you are not a part of NATO. NATO is actually a fucking shitty fucking plan to begin with. We need to get out of it. That was for, it should have been a temporary thing for the world wars. Now, uh, and that was just to protect, like we said, oh yeah, we'll protect you all. And then, like, who the fuck is paying the bill? Like, oh, we're going to protect you and we're going to pay for it. That's what the United States has been doing. Yeah, we're going to pay for most of it, and we're going to do almost all of the work. And Donald Trump came at, that was back in 2016. He's like, hey, how about you guys pay your fair share? We've been protecting you, spending so much money, keeping this thing going. How about you guys? You guys are actually like in debt to us because of that. Like if we wanted to collect on that, like how much the United States has put into it. But yeah, like I don't know, Ukraine. If somebody comes and attacks the United States, do you think Ukraine is going to be like, "Hey, here's some money"? We're like, we don't need your fucking money. We don't need your help. We don't need anything from you. We're the fucking big dogs. Like, yeah, I understand. We're a big country, so yeah, we can help out other countries, but you guys don't give a fuck about the United States other than the money that you guys are getting. I mean, yeah, you're gonna fucking get blown away, but you guys probably should have started doing those peace talks a long fucking time ago. Yeah, maybe start with the peace talks rather than just like go straight into fucking war. It's fucking dumb. And yeah, if you took a big ass bite, like my son, like he'll do that with steak. Like he loves steak, but he sometimes he puts too many pieces of steak in his mouth and he chews it up and he's like, I want to eat it, but it's too much. Well, you got to spit it out. You took too big of a bite. You wanted it. You took too big of a bite. Now you got to spit it out, and now you're not going to eat it again because it's fucking chewed up steak. The analogy that I'm saying is, Ukraine's like, we're going to defeat Russia. No, you fucking aren't. You dummies. You're not going to defeat Russia. Stop fucking fighting them. Stop sending long-range missiles that we fucking are giving them. Why? Fuck, I don't know, but we're giving them these weapons, and then they're sending them into Russia, and I don't know. You just gotta think Russia's probably getting a little pissed off that American flag bombs are coming into their country, and they're like, "Hey, America, what the fuck?" And we're like, "Hey, listen, we're just giving them the bombs. We are not shooting them at you. Don't fuck with us. It's not us. That's not us. We're just selling them equipment. You know, I'm so sorry. You know, they just happen to be buying the stuff from us. Are they buying it? No, we're just like, hey, here, take these and send them over there. Yeah, take this fucking bomb and send it over there. That's what we're fucking doing. Like, and Russia just keeps looking at us like, how long do you think I should put up with this? Is what Russia's thinking. He's like, do you want to get punched in the face? That's what Russia's saying to us, right? He's like, do you want me to punch you in the face? Because I'll punch you in the face. And then we're like, well, that would actually be a really bad idea because we're going to punch you back. He's like, okay, well, say when. Say when. And that's why we're in such a dire conflict right now. And then Obama had done the Iran trade nuclear fucking whatever the fuck deal, and then Trump came in and he's like, stop, Iran. Iran, you're fucking dumb. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. Stay away from the nuclear shit. And we took it all out. And then Biden got back in there. He's like, you can have the nuclear shit back. Here you go. I'm sorry about my fucking brother. Fucking idiot brother. He took it from you. Here you go. You can have your nuclear shit back. And then Iran's like, thank you. Now we're going to start blowing up Israel. And it's like, hey, don't do that. And they're like, and Israel's like, hey, we have an Iron Dome with missiles that you guys have given us, but we're running fucking low on these fucking missiles because you guys gave those guys nuclear power, and now they're able to fucking, they're starting to fight us, and we're actually fighting those guys because those guys came into our country, the Palestine Hamas fuckheads. They came over and they fucking killed like a bunch of fucking people for no fucking reason because they want some land, sea, Palestine will be free, whatever the fuck, from the hills to the eyes. I don't fucking know. Those guys just came over and started throwing rocks at us, and they actually made a pretty big impact. And now we want to fucking blow them up, but they're hiding behind these Palestinian people that are like not like we don't want to kill the Palestinian people, but we want to kill the people behind them. But they keep taking them hostage. But we're not going to send troops in. And so, like, what the fuck are we supposed to do? All right, we're going to stop feeding them. Like, we're not feeding them. We're just going to stop, like, all the food going in there. And then, like, we're going to starve them out. And then they'll come out. But realistically, the Hamas people are taking all the food and eating it. And then all the people that are Palestinian are like, whoa, hey, where's our food? Throw a sandwich over. And right as the Palestinian guy is about to grab the sandwich, a fucking Hamas guy shoots him in the head and grabs the sandwich and eats it. Like, how are we supposed to fucking, I don't know what we're supposed to do there. And now Iran is like, hey, we're going to help you out. And then North Korea is like, hey, Russia, guess what? I got this new missile thing I'm doing over here. And I have all these troops. You know, all the people that I do feed in my country are soldiers. They're super soldiers. They've all been brainwashed, and they will do anything you want them to do. You can have a line of North Korean soldiers, and you say open, and you can shove your dick in all of their mouths, and then turn them around, and then do it in all of their asses. My fucking soldiers in North Korea are so brainwashed and so like tight knit that they'll do whatever. They're like super soldiers. So hey, Russia, I'll fucking send these guys wherever you want. You want how many thousands? Okay, we're gonna send those guys into Ukraine for you. And it's just like, whoa! And then Poland's like, hey, we're gonna do something. I don't know what Poland's doing actually, but I think Poland is actually like doing something. And they're like, oh fuck, shit, It's like the one guy, like the fight is about to start, and then Poland runs in there and punches a guy, and then they're like, hey, you fucking hit me? And Poland's like, no, it was an accident. Sorry about that. Whoopsies. Donald Trump just got elected, so kind of freaked out right now. Don't know what to do, and then Poland just goes and cries in the corner. They're like, fuck, 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 fuck. I made a mistake. Now, if you guys have been listening this long, this is all satire because I don't know what the fuck I'm even talking. There's a lot of this shit is, I'm not the guy. I'm not the guy to give you guys information. A lot of this shit could be totally wrong. But I'm just going off of what is in my mind right now, and the world is fucking collapsing. And now we have these fucking two fucking idiots in office. One of them's like, huh? What? And the other one's like, what? Did I lose? No, I didn't lose. Say it to my face. And so we got these two fucking lunatics in office right now that are just, and then you have the people behind them that are like, hey, here, read this fucking shit off this teleprompter and sign this and go over here and do this and veto that and whatever the fuck they're doing. The people behind the scenes are like, holy shit, these two fucking idiots don't know what the fuck they're doing. They do, and we thought they were gonna win, but they lost. Now we really got to get this shit going. Like whatever we wanted, whatever their plan was, they're gonna start making mistakes, but also big moves. So they're gonna start being some really crazy shit happening the next 2 months. Really crazy shit. So let's hope we can just withstand these next 2 months. Get Donald Trump in there. Donald Trump's going to call up Putin. He's going to be like, hey. And he's going to slap him in the face. Hey, listen to me. Stop fucking fighting them. And he's like, I'm sorry. Like, do it again, and you're going to go to timeout. And he's going to go over to Ukraine. He's like, hey, Ukraine, which is the younger brother, stop fucking picking on your brother. Like, I know he's been fucking with you, but stop fucking with him, okay? Just separate, okay? Just separate. You stay over there. Ukraine, get back in the corner. Russia, you are the older, bigger brother. You need to be more responsible and fucking just fucking work with him. He looks up to you. Okay? He looks up to you. He thinks it's cool. We all know it's not cool, but just fucking work with them. Teach him. Build him up. Build them both up. Okay? And he's going to go over to Israel. He's like, Israel. And Israel's going to be like, hey, what the fuck, dude? Because the last guy that was in there was really fucking with our shit, dude. And like, we're so mad right now that we can't even stand it. And Donald Trump's like, hey, hold on. Now, I don't know what he's going to do, but this is just a scenario that I'm running through my head. Don't worry, Israel. And then he's going to have like a bunch of 7 Black Ops guys coming behind him. He's like, these 7 guys are going to go in there. They're going to kill all of Hamas, get out all the Palestinians, and then you guys can work on fixing the shit afterwards. But the fucking little bugs, the little beetles that you got over there that are overrunning the place, that are really fucking shit up, like the termites. Just call them the termites that are fucking digging holes underneath your fucking floors over there. We got the raid over here. The raid is going to go over there. They're going to fucking take them out. Don't worry. It's actually going to be completely silent. Like, nobody's going to even know. Nobody's going to say Hamas anymore. After they might say, hey, what the fuck is up with Hamas? Like, we haven't heard from Hamas in a while. People like, and Donald Trump will be like, yeah, that's weird. It's weird we haven't heard from Hamas in a while. It's going to be a completely secret operation. It's just going to go on, and then we're going to be like, here, Israel, free supply. Here's our shit. We like Israel. We like them. And then what else? Oh, North Korea. He's gonna go up to North Korea and fucking hit him in the head, and he's like, "Hey, stop fucking with these guys. No, no, North Korea. I've had enough. I've had enough of your shit. You guys think you know what you're doing over here? You got your little science experiment. We're gonna take it away. We're gonna go over. Now this is really. I have no idea what we're gonna do, but we're gonna go over to North. In my mind, in my dream world, my insane mind right now, we're gonna go over to North Korea. Donald Trump is gonna go over there. He's gonna be like, "Hey, yeah, all this shit's ours," and he's gonna have like a moving truck pull up. We're like, "Yep, we're taking it all out." Yep, no, you're not getting. You can't keep anything. No, not even the soccer ball. We're taking the soccer ball. Don't know what the soccer ball is for, but we're taking it. We're gonna take all this shit, and until you start acting like a correct country, you're not getting any of this shit back, and you're gonna be in timeout until you fix the shit over here. Okay, listen. Give the people the TV. Let them have a TV. Take your fucking face off of everybody's wall, you fucking lunatic. Yeah, you're fucking insane. You think you could just have your face on everybody's wall in their house? No. Get the pictures down. Take the fucking pictures down. They all know what the fuck you look like. They know what you look like. Take your fucking face off that. You know what? Actually, fuck you. And then get him out and then put in somebody else that's going to, North Korea is going really, 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 really far in the wrong direction. I don't know. I don't know how all that works, but if he's like, hey, listen, Kim Jong, Bahamas, here's a one-way ticket to the Bahamas. Go hang out. Get your fat fucking ass on that beach. Go fucking hang out. I'm buying this. This is all mine. We're going to buy North Korea. We're actually going to offer it to South Korea, and we're just going to make it all Korea. Because you don't know how to fucking do shit. Like, you're starving your people. You're not letting them watch TV or have radio or anything. Like, they're eating the dogs. You don't have dogs over there, but if you did, they're eating the dogs. Your people are eating because there's nothing else to eat. They've eaten all the grass. They're not supposed to eat grass, but they've eaten all the grass. Your place is a fucking shithole. South Korea, come on over here. Like, this is all yours now. Knock the fucking border down. Like, here, this is all yours. Fix it. All you brainwashed fucking guys, hey, here's the fucking flashy pin from Men in Black. Yeah, we have it in the fucking Area 51 bunker. I pulled it out just for this occasion. Cheek! You guys are Korean people now, and you guys are going to live a long, prosperous life. You're going to be great. Because South Korea is doing pretty fucking good, and North Korea is a fucked up mess. So we're going to fix that shit. Dude, I don't know. Like, I might be going a little too far on this episode. I'm thinking, like, you guys might try to vote me in next year for president. And I really don't want to do that. But sometimes, if you want it done right, you got to do it yourself. I mean, I'll take it. Okay? Put me in somewhere. Write me in whenever you get to the polling station in 2028. And if you write in Kletus Ray, brother, that's not my real name. Stop doing that. It's Kevin Ray. And I'm not going to tell you my last name. I've said it a few times. You'll have to go scour my podcast to find out. If you just write in Kletus, but instead of C, it's a K. It's a Kletus. Just write that in and say he drives a. By that time, hopefully, I'll be driving a blue 79 K10. You can't miss it. But yeah, the guy that's got the blue 79 K10, his name's Kletus. Yeah, we want him for president. He did this podcast right after the election. He made some good ideas. Okay? He's talking about slapping Kim Jong-un, throwing him on the Bahamas beach. Like, Kim, you're fucked up, okay? Just go relax. Like, be normal. You got a lot of fucking people that praise you too much. Like, go to the Bahamas, just fucking sit on a beach. You can fucking ask for as many margaritas as you want. Just sit there, walking tacos. They will come walking by. You know, just take some tacos, get some tacos, some margaritas, and just chill the fuck out, Kim. You don't stop running your fucking country. You're doing a bad job. Like, you're not doing good. Like, everybody thinks you suck at running a country. Not gonna lie, everybody thinks it. Everybody fucking thinks it. You guys, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You're blowing up rockets and shit. You're like, look at this big rocket. Boom. Fuck. Fuck. Like, how many people do you kill every time a rocket blows up? Like, not from the rocket exploding, just because you're like, hey, you guys don't know what you're doing. You're killing all the people. Like, Elon Musk even knows. Like, the rocket, yeah, you want them to explode at the beginning so you know where the tolerances are, and then you can work on it and investigate and make changes. That's one guy's name I haven't even said this entire podcast. Is Elon Musk. He's going to go through and he's going to fucking, all these fucking bitches getting rich. Yeah, not no more. Get the fuck out. You have $170,000 fucking paying job each year. How are you worth millions? How is AOC, Andrea, Oscar, Cortisone? How the fuck is she worth so much fucking money? How the fuck are you worth so much money? You're a liberal, lefty, you're for the people, you're against, I don't even know what the lefty means. You're against government or you're for government anymore. I think you're for government. Like, what? That's not what the left used to be. It, that's not what they used to be. The lefties used to be like, let me fucking say shit, let me have blue hair and stand in the street with a sign, and everybody should have a voice. But until everybody else has a bigger voice than you, then now you're like, okay, we need to fucking silence everybody that doesn't agree with my blue hair and my green pussy. You're a dude. How do you have a pussy? I chopped it off in the bathtub. Yeah, I had a throwing star that I got from one of those little vending machines in Branson. I got a little throwing star, and it was really sharp, and I accidentally nicked my dick, and then until that point, I was like, oh, I nicked my dick with it. I'm just going to chop the whole thing off and have a mangina. You're going to be old Greg. Old Greg is a mangina. Okay? I don't know. There's a lot of old Gregs out there. I think the fluoride has something to do with that. Like, people that, if you're thinking, I passed this truck, I think me and this truck have passed each other several times. I'm driving, I'm on the highway, I'm driving, and I think I passed this truck, and then this truck passed me. I need to set the cruise, because I'm over here, I'm on a roll, guys. I know my wife was telling me, she's like, yeah, there's one person that is actually transgender that got into the Senate or the House or something like that. And I don't know, she was expecting me to have like a big reaction to it or something. I was like, oh, all right. Okay. But it's like, I think that is the definition of delusional. And I'm not saying it's a horrible thing. You could do whatever you want with your body, but in a medical standpoint, if you are a physical boy or a girl, and you're like, I'm wrong, and you take medical interventions to turn your body into the other gender, Like, that is straight up gender dysphoria, and that there's something, like, you should agree with me that there's something wrong, that you need to take make these changes to live your life the way you want to live it. Like, if I was like, I I really want a third leg. Like, I don't feel right. I've always wanted to have like a third leg, but not like one that you stand on. It's like, it's more of an arm with a foot on the end. And I don't know why I feel this way. Uh, but it's been bothering me since I was a small child, that I've always wanted another leg under my right arm that has a foot on it. And I think the only way for me to feel the correct way is to have a medical intervention where I have a leg sewn onto my body, but no, like, only the calf. I don't, not the thigh. So it's just like a calf coming out from underneath my arm, like kind of like in my armpit. There's a calf coming out, and then it's just got a foot, size 8. I don't want too big, so like a size 8 foot off of, and that's the only way. Like, I've never felt like I've fit in anywhere, and doing this, I think, is the only way that I'm gonna feel like I'm in the correct body. Now, you might be thinking that's fucking crazy, but people are chopping their dicks off, okay? It's getting pretty fucking insane that people are changing their body because they don't feel right. Have you ever thought that maybe you don't feel right, but maybe you could feel right? Has that ever been a thought in anybody's mind? Like, I don't feel right, I think I'm a girl. Would you rather feel like a girl, or would you rather find a way to be okay with being a boy? And that's like a question that I've never really heard anybody ask it that way. So you believe you're a girl. Okay. Let's go over the checklist. Do you like Taylor Swift? Yes. Some boys like Taylor Swift also. Not gonna lie. Travis Kelce, he's one of them. What is your favorite color? Green. Well, I'm not saying that's a boy color, but I'm not saying that's a girl color. That's just a color. Cool. So you're not feeling like a woman based off of the color green or Taylor Swift. Is you can be a boy and like Taylor Swift. Do you like guns? No. Okay. Well, there's a lot of people that do not like guns. There is actually a pretty bad thing going on, and it's surprisingly it's got to do with like illegals coming over the border. Like, people are bringing guns and drugs over the border, and if guns were always used in the correct way, would you still not like them? They're too loud? Okay. But if we fix the gun problem, would you be okay with staying a boy? Like, that is insane that's where that's where these questions are leading to. It's like, okay, if we fix the gun problem, you're okay with being, I don't know. And who am I to even say that girls don't like guns? Because I've seen videos of girls in bikinis shooting guns. Seems like they like it. Um, what else? What are some other questions we can ask a person that feels like they should not be their gender, specifically boy to girl, or non-binary, or kitty cat? Because there's been a lot of that going on. There's actually somebody my wife knows, their kid was pissing on the floor in their bathroom like a cat. Where did that come from? Please, somebody tell me. I don't know, because I mean the way it's been brought to me with this is you walk into a doctor's office at 13, you went in there for a toothache, maybe, and you tell the doctor, you're like, hey, you got HIPAA? And they're like, yeah. Like, okay, so you're not going to tell anybody about this conversation? They're like, yep. Okay, I want to be a girl. And he's like, okay. So while mom's out in the waiting room, the doctor goes over there and he's like, here, take all of these pills and don't show anybody if you don't want them to know. And then they go home and then they take these pills, and it's hormone imbalancing pills or whatever the fuck they are. It's some sort of shit that fucks them up. And while you're developing at a young age, I'm not even joking. Like they are allowing these young people to take hormone blockers slash estrogen or whatever the fuck. They're taking all different kinds of medications at a very young age that is going to slowly but surely fuck them up, and not in a good way. And so I was using the tattoo reference to my wife. She's like, I think people should be able to transition if they want to. I'm like, I agree. If you want to chop it off, go for it. Sometimes I wish I didn't have balls, because every time I get them hit on something or I sit on them wrong, I'm like, why are those there? I want to get rid of them, but I don't. I have more self-control. So she's like, I think people should be able to trans. I'm like, yeah, right. But at what age? She's like, 13. I'm like, 13? You think a 13-year-old knows anything about anything? She's like, well, no, but they're going to know how they feel, and if they want to switch, they can do that. Like, no, I don't agree with that. Because if one of my children comes to me and at 13 and says, I want to change, I'm like, give it a few years. Give it a few years. Is that a like, maybe the light on the horizon will help alleviate your pain a little bit. Maybe dress different if that's what you really want to do. If my boy really wants to wear a tutu, if my girl really wants to have a shaved head, whatever it may be, go for it. But we're not going to start introducing medications and body mutilation into the equation until you're an adult. Until you can make those decisions on your own. Like, according to right now, 18 is an adult. I don't think that's good. I don't think even at 18, it's like we should go off of the rental car agreement. 25, like if you can rent a car, you can cut off a dick. Cut your tits off when you can rent a car. Do it in a rental car. I don't know. I feel free. I feel more free today. I feel like the race was such a landslide that it instead of being the silent majority, we can actually talk about it, because there's obviously more people agree with the Trump side than the lefty side. Now, I'm not saying they're all like, oh, thank God for Trump. A lot of them could be saying Kamala's a fucking idiot and I'm not going to vote for her because she's just going to continue these wars and shit. And she's going to make changes that she could make right now, but she's not going to make those changes until she gets to the White House, because making the changes as soon as possible makes no sense. If she was really going to be doing all these great things, she could have made those changes with Biden, because she had Biden's support, right? Biden endorsed her, quote, quote. air quote. Biden endorsed her, so he thinks she's going to be good. So why would he deny her on anything she wanted to do while she's been, in the White House for 4 years? And I know, that they were all Team Biden up until the fucking debate, but right after the debate, they were all Team Kamala. If she had all these great ideas and all these awesome changes she was going to make, why were nothing was done? Like nobody's even the president right now. It's just a fucking we're just hanging out. We're like in between bus stops. We left that one bus stop, but we're on our way to the other one, and there's nobody to give us a ride until we get to the next bus stop. So, anyways, I feel a little bit more free that there's the polling data shows that, and I'm not saying they agree with me specifically, but they agree with the people I agree with more, and I don't agree with everything. I can't really think of anything I disagree with right now, but bring me some issues and I'll let you know if I. But who the fuck cares what I think, anyways? I can be happy, but who the fuck cares what a fuck? I'm driving trash across the state of Missouri. Who the fuck cares what I think? I am a nobody. Just a guy that's making a podcast. So this drive, like I don't even know how long we've been recording. Let's see, because I started the drive an hour and a half. I'm just recording this podcast because it does not feel like I've been driving for an hour and a half. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice to just be over here talking, on a podcast that not a lot of people are going to listen to. Not going to lie. There's going to be a lot of no listens on this video. Or on, not video, this podcast here. I'm just a fucking guy. My opinion, really, I already put my opinion down. And a lot of people agreed with my opinion because almost everything that I voted on was enacted. Am I the chosen one? Was it my vote that tipped everything? No, not at all. There's a ton of fucking people out there that believe in what I believe in. Not socially, like we've been talking this whole time. There's probably a lot of people that are like, yeah, I like Trump, but I want abortion and I want to chop off my dick. And I think people think that Trump's against that. I don't think so. If you're a person of age and you really feel that way, Caitlyn Jenner is a perfect example. I mean, Caitlyn waited a very long time, but if you're an adult and that's what you want to do, why would I don't think Trump's going to invite you to Thanksgiving, but I don't think he's going to invite me either. So, like, I don't think he gives a fuck. He wants to make your life better. Cheaper gas, cheaper housing, more security, better nutrition, tariffs on other countries. Bring production back to the United States. You know, like, why would anybody be against any of those things? Yeah, that if you want to, well, it doesn't matter right now because he's already talked about crazy deportation, which I think if they do it in the way that I had heard from, I think Elon or it might have been Vance, but the deportation thing, in the end, I agree with the deportation because if you're here illegally, if you snuck across the border, snuck through you swam across a river and climbed under a fence to get here, you got to go back, bud. I'm not going to say you can't ever come back, but you got to go back and you got to do it the right way. I know it's a really long and hard process to do that, but you got to do it the right way because why would why would I have any sympathy for you whenever, the guy uh, that works over at the steel mill over there, he doesn't speak any English, but he got through the border correctly. He is an American citizen now, and I like him. He's fucking cool. So you're saying that he did that for nothing? He he spent whatever the money was, did all the time, filled out all the paperwork, waited in the right place, did all the right shit, got here, got a good job, is making good money. He did all that for no reason when he could have just. He's like, yeah, the river's right there. I could swim across the river and climb under the fence, and I'd be here. It wouldn't be the right way, but I could still get there. He did all that for no reason. Like, no, do it the right way. Um, some people are lucky, and I'm lucky. I was born here. Um, did I choose to be born here? No. Did I? Am I happy? Yes, I'm happy that I was born here. I think being born in America is one of the greatest things that could ever happen to a human being. Um, there's other cool countries. Australia's pretty fucking cool. I mean, they were a little fucked up during the COVID thing, but other than that, they're pretty fucking cool. Europe, I don't know what the fuck is going on in Europe. China, no, do not want to be born in China. South America, I don't think I'd be as fat. I really don't think I'd be this fat. Canada, I'd be fatter. Maybe not, but maybe. I'd probably syrup from trees in my yard. I'd be fat. I'd be fat as fuck, boy. Mexico, fat tacos. Um, what other countries are there? Russia. I don't know. They drive like fucking dumbasses over there. I don't think I'd want to be born in Russia. Africa. I don't know. Feel like I like going on floats. I like going on float trips down the river out here, like in Missouri, because we have like I don't know. There's a lot of rivers. You can just get on like a little boat and float down the river. I feel, and there are snakes, but your biggest threat for the rivers out here in Missouri is the drunk guy throwing full beers at you. In Africa, I feel like it's anacondas and crocodiles. So I don't know. At least if the guy throws a full beer at you, you might get a full beer. But if an anaconda or a goddamn crocodile come after you, you don't get a beer. Even if they don't get you, you still don't have a beer. So being in America is the greatest thing ever. It's number one. Even with shithead fucking people running the place, still number one. Not number one in everything, but number one in what I'm saying, which is number one. Number one. Numero uno. USA. I don't know what that. I don't know what that accent was. Ooh. Who says you at ooh? USA. I think I was going for Spanish. Well, that was with the numero uno. Spanish, or it could be Spain. I could be talking about Spain or Mexico. You don't know. You don't know. It's the same thing. Both places. Far, far away from each other. Oh, boy. We won. All right. Well, stay tuned for the second podcast where I'll do my best to not talk about any politics whatsoever. It'll be about like work and fucking piece of shit Saturns on the fucking highway and probably about this job that I'm about to go to. So keep all 18 down and God bless the USA.